Hey everybody, Steve here. Now, I'm a Doctor Who fan. I've never denied it. I got the Doctor Who scarf and jacket behind me. I got Doctor Who toys. I have sonic screwdrivers in every room of the house. And the car. You never know when you're going to get attacked by a Dalek. I even have Ciel Rassilon tattooed on me. I love Doctor Who. And then the Chibnall Whittaker era came to us, and I scat. I went. I left. I got out. I noped. I said nope, 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 nope. And I was not wrong. That was just the worst, god-awful thing that happened to Doctor Who. In my head canon, I've said it before. I'll say it again. When Capaldi's doctor died, whatever happened, that was not a regeneration. That was the doctor. That was the doctor dying, and an evil alien entity swooping in and taking over his identity. And everything from now on is that evil entity. Now, when the Chibnall Whittaker era ended, it was announced that Russell T Davies was going to come back. Russell T Davies was the hero of Doctor Who back in 2005. He brought back Doctor Who. He brought it back to the TV in glorious fashion. It was great. I loved every second of Doctor Who from 2005 up until the end of Capaldi. Although the end of Capaldi, the last couple episodes, I had to, choke down. Not because he was bad. It was because of what the BBC was doing and their inclusive garbage, forcing everything onto us. But that being said, that era, the Chibnall Whittaker era ends, and everyone and Russell T Davies is announced to come back.
There was much rejoicing.
Not for me. Why? Because it's current day. And Russell T Davies is who Russell T Davies is. And I knew that because he is who he is, he was going to push some agendas. He was going to take the garbage that Chibnall created, and he was going to run with it. Not only run with it, he was going to add to it. And after seeing some of the stories coming out in the last couple months, he did not disappoint. He proved me, your humble nerdway guy, correct. Let's go over these, shall we? First, he's not going to retcon the Timeless Children. Why? Because Chibnall's a buddy of his, and heaven forbid he hurt his buddy's feelings by taking the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to Doctor Who, the Timeless Children. He's going to keep it.
My first command cannot be to undo the All-Father's love.
Now, there's stories about how he's not going to acknowledge it, but it's still there. It's still canon. It happened. And if he's not going to change it, then still happened, it's no good. It needs to be completely erased from history. Russell T Davies isn't going to do that. He could have been the hero we needed, but he's not. Next, he decided to come at fans and say that if you don't like trans people in Doctor Who, then sorry for your life. You live a sorry life, and sorry for it. I watched Doctor Who way back in the 1970s. I'm old. Never once from that point till, current, did I ever care what any of the companions did, who they slept with, what was between their legs, if they were a high school dropout or a college graduate. I didn't care if they were married, divorced, if they had a boyfriend or girlfriend. I didn't care if they were vegan or meat eaters. I didn't care about any of that stuff. All I cared about was, hey, here's this crazy alien Time Lord going on these fantastic adventures, and he's dragging these poor hapless humans with him. How are they going to handle these situations? That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see great stories, great escapist stories. And I, as a person, could identify with any of these companions, male or female, because I don't know how I would react going on these adventures. But they handled it great, so I would like to think maybe I would handle it great. But never once did I think about any of that until Russell T Davies came along in 2005. Now, yes, he is the hero of Doctor Who in 2005, but he went and he did something that he shouldn't have. He made it domestic.
Oh, that's just what I need. Don't you dare make this place domestic.
He threw in love interests. He threw in all kinds of everyday human stuff. I'm not here for the human stuff. I'm here for the action adventure, crazy time travel, sci-fi stuff. That's all I care about. I don't care who's working in a shop. I don't care who's eating chips. I don't care who's pining over who. Don't care. Apparently Russell T Davies thinks you do. And he put it in. Now, it was low key. It wasn't something that overwhelmed it. Well, it did towards the end of the Rose 10th Doctor thing. But once that was done, it was very low key. Very low key. So we could move on. But now he's making it about, if you don't like the fact that I'm pushing agendas, if you don't like the fact that I'm filling Doctor Who with just the dumbest things, then you're an istophobe. Well, I'm an istophobe, according to him. Also, according to him, I'm probably the next bad guy in Doctor Who. Why? Because now we can't have Davros as Davros anymore. We can't show handicapped people as being villains. Can't have it. So, who are going to be the villains of Doctor Who if you can't have people like Davros? This guy. White, straight males, I guess, who could walk, who aren't handicapped in any way, shape, or form. Those are the villains. The only villains Doctor Who can show now are people like me. So if you need a villain there, Russell, and call me up. I'm available. I'll fly over there and be your next villain for Doctor Who. I mean, giant pumpkin head man could be a villain for Doctor Who. I don't know. I don't know why he thinks this is good. Well, he says, we have to, show people, we don't want to make people feel bad about themselves. Everybody feels bad about themselves in one way, shape, or form. Everybody does. Like me, I got giant pumpkin head. I gotta walk around with this thing every day. I don't like it, but I do it. That's who I am. You want to make a giant pumpkin head villain? By all means, do it. But it's just stupid. It's stupid to eliminate villains or a type of person to be a villain just because you don't want to make them feel bad. Well, you know what? there are a lot of evil people in the world. Yes, even handicapped people can be villains. Yes. So yeah, Russell T Davies, not the savior this time. He's not the hero we need or deserve. He's coming in to push more divisiveness, push more agendas, and take whatever tiny bit of Doctor Who was left, and he's just grinding it to dust. But you let me know what you think, because I got nothing else.